Shovel now, take a break, keep shoveling.
Well, if you're going to go out and do it in stages, then you'll want to certainly dress and plan accordingly, because we have wind chill values in the teens and single digits. That wind is making it feel much colder, but it's also going to move that snow around a lot. So something to keep in mind if you're going to be getting out between now and the end, or perhaps waiting until the end to do the clearing where you are. Lots of great pictures coming into Weather3 at WFSB.com. This one is from the Scheideggers, newly here to Connecticut from spending a lot of time outside of Denver, Alamosa, about 3 hours outside of Denver, now here in Connecticut with a great view of the Connecticut River and capturing the first major snowstorm. Well, we had the one back in December, so I think this is probably their second one, but winter in Connecticut, here we go. So a nice scene coming in again from Suffield. This picture about an hour or so old, so the visibility I think has gone down dramatically as the snowfall rates have certainly increased all across Connecticut. Scott, I mean, these deeper blues reaching 84 in the Hartford area now.
That is really some tough weather, Mark, right through central Connecticut. We just got an email from Paul in New London. He said between the hours of 12 and 1, he was picking up anywhere from 2 to 2.5 inches an hour. From 12 to 1, about 2.5 inches an hour. And he said he's got light to moderate snow still coming down, as you can see in New London. 395 obviously intersecting with 95. You've got those bands of heavy snow through Salem and Montville, all the way down over to Old Lyme. No picnic there. Right up Route 9, Mark. It is with us. Clinton, Guilford, on up into Durham, on over into Naugatuck, down the All-American Valley. You've got Route 8 here. And look at this band of blue. That is moving into Watertown, Waterbury, Southington, New Britain, Berlin. You guys are getting clobbered with some very heavy snow all the way through Bolton, Vernon, Tolland, and Storrs. So it is snowing out there, as I like to say, to beat the band. Mark Dixon, and this snow is going to continue to come down for hours.
Yeah, so Scott, we've actually made a little assessment here and an update to our graphic. We've been talking about the peak lasting many, many hours, but we've adjusted this from initially going from now, noon, is what the graphic initially said, to 8 p.m. to now to 10 p.m. So we think that combination of, very heavy snow creating rates at 1 to 2 inches an hour, and your whiteout conditions with the wind as well gusting up to, if not over 50 miles an hour, could last until around 10 o'clock tonight. But then a much better day is on tap for tomorrow, at least relative to today. So tomorrow the storm's going to be lingering, at least some effects of it still kind of hanging out here across southern New England, with periods of light snow, wintry mix, even a little light rain for our Tuesday. But given that, just only looking at minor additional accumulation. The main event is certainly today into the early overnight hours. So because of that, we still have this winter storm warning up through tonight, and then also for the upcoming high tide cycles, the coastal flood advisory with the high tide in tandem with what will become an onshore wind. So Scott, the wind out there, 44 mile an hour gusts from Kent. 44
miles an hour, making that temperature of 24 feel significantly colder. 25 in West Haven right now with a 37 mile an hour wind gust. 21 in Wolcott, 33 is the wind gust there, and 25 in Storrs, 28 mile an hour wind gust being reported in that part of the state. All right, so these are some of the wind gusts also being reported. 38 in Waterbury, down to 40 miles an hour in Bridgeport. That'll bring the snow right up against it and smack you in the face. 35 miles an hour in Groton, and as you can see, the visibility is so poor out there in Hartford. Good afternoon to you. Please stay home, stay safe. Look at the camera bouncing around in Old Saybrook. That camera hardly ever moves. As you can see, the snow pelting Old Saybrook at this point. And also in Torrington, we have got that snow coming down to really coming down an inch or two, maybe an hour, Mark. So that's pretty impressive.